Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is video number 9 in the series all about how to sell AI print-on-demand artwork on eBay. My name is Richard and this is Silver Lake Prints. If you're interested in this sort of thing, I would invite you to go back and watch the series. The link is in the description and we've already covered a lot of information. So just to kind of give you a quick review of what we've covered here. So far, we've learned how to overcome creativity blocks and produced multiple potential art prints using Midjourney. We went on to organize them for download by assigning a SKU number prefix. We also separated what is a viable eBay art print listing and deleting what is not. Then we upscaled our raw Midjourney images in Photoshop fast using a bulk mockup plugin. During this process, we added a suffix to each of our new print files, assigning permanent SKU numbers, and then uploaded our new inventory of our prints to our online warehouse for storage on Amazon Web Services. I also talked about why a print-on-demand business model may be the best type of eBay business when compared to selling other types of products. Once we had our 118 images upscaled and print ready, we went on to develop 8 mock-ups for each image. These mock-ups were created to give potential customers an idea of what our art prints could look like once framed and hanging on their wall. During the process, we created 944 eBay-ready images and also uploaded them into our publicly shared drive, creating a live hyperlink for each image that can now be used in our spreadsheet when we use that to create our eBay listings. Then I introduced you to my spreadsheet creation process and how to begin filling out the spreadsheet to create multiple listings at scale on eBay. So in this video, we're going to continue the process of not only creating our spreadsheet for upload, but also we're going to look at how to create your store policies on eBay that are a requirement if you're going to use this method of uploading a spreadsheet into eBay to create your listings. So we've covered a lot. With that said, let's get started. So just kind of based on where we left off, we had created 20 rotating titles using ChatGPT for our Art Nouveau artwork that we created. And then we went on to use the SKU number column in this eBay listing spreadsheet creator. And again, I'll make this available in a link in the description here to marry that SKU number with each title one by one respectively. So you also have the SKU number combined with the title on your upload spreadsheet. So if you recall looking at the upload spreadsheet that we're working on currently, I went ahead and highlighted the cells with yellow that have the columns for variable information, and obviously the item URL photo is going to be specific to each particular listing and SKU, as well as a description, but we're going to come back to that. We're also going to come back to the theme here in a moment, and we're also going to come back to the subject, style, store category, price is the same, quantity is the same, format, fixed price, good to cancel auction, and location is in Los Angeles, California, and return profile is 30 days money back guarantee. Again, that's in our policies that we need to create. And you'll notice that I highlighted the column headers in orange for these columns that require a policy be created in your eBay account that you can use for your upload here. This is pretty much all of the same thing here for every upload except for the room. Let me go ahead and highlight that so I'm sure that I go back to that. All of this can be reused on every listing. However, we're going to work together here in a moment to look at creating our policies and how that's done. Let's see here. We don't need this, and I'm just going to highlight this row here so we know it's row 119 is where we're going to stop with this. And what I mean by that, we're just going to copy this, copy, Control C, scroll down all the way to row 119, and we're going to paste this in here. So now we just filled in all of the information that is not variable, and the location, format, duration, quantity, starting price, etc. I always start mine at $12.99. I marked it as a yellow and the highlight yellow of the column because you may want to do something else, but that's not variable for me. That's always the same on all of my print art. Store category, again, that's something that's going to have to be created. So I don't have a store category right now for Art Nouveau, so we'll look at that in a moment. Style, subject, photo URL, description. Photo URL we're going to work on last. Right now we're going to go to work on the description. So what we're going to do here is bring up trusty ChatGPT. So if you remember in the last video, this is where we got our 20 rotatable product titles by uploading a few of the pictures and just asking ChatGPT to create the 20 rotatable titles I can use for my eBay listings. And now I'm going to say, please create 3 descriptions I can rotate for these listings on eBay. So now it's creating the 3 descriptions, and 1, 2, and 3. We're just going to let these get created and do its own thing. And I'm going to copy those into our descriptions here on our eBay listing spreadsheet creator. So there's number 1. So these are basically 3 variants. And let me go back and grab number 2. And these will also be rotated throughout all 118 listings. So we're going to put that one in there for our second one. And we're going to go back to description number 3. Put that in there. Now, if you use this, and again, the link will be in the description. If you use this now, you should be able to see the descriptions here appear over here in the description column on this eBay listing spreadsheet creator, we're calling it. And you'll notice how this automatically rotates them just because of the formula that's already in here. So what it's doing, right, is pulling the descriptions from these cells over here, and it's pushing them into the upload tab here for the descriptions section. So that's where we get these descriptions from. And what I'm going to do is select the first cell there and just drag down. And I'm going to drag these all the way down to 119. Hit Control C and go back over to our description column here. Click in there. And I'm going to click anyway. We're going to select Paste Special. And what that's going to do is it's going to, again, just paste the text into these. It's not going to carry all of the formulas and everything in over with it, because if you do that, eBay will actually reject your download, or your upload rather, because it has formulas in there. When you're trying to upload your listings into eBay, it doesn't like that. So we still have some other things to keep creating here. And just let me shrink this down. So we have our description and we have our theme. We have other things that we need to work on. So I'm going to go ahead and keep working on this, and I'll be back in a second with the power of editing. So I went ahead and completed these, and for theme now we have Art Nouveau, Vintage, Romantic, Floral, Boho Decor. Under Subject Type, in column H, we have Portrait, and under Subject we have Woman, Lady, Female, Beauty, Muse, Goddess, Floral. And for Style we have Art Nouveau, Mucha Style, Vintage, Decorative, Elegant, which I think all of those do match. So as far as what the keywords should be. And these are very important because that's exactly what they are, as keywords for your listing. This is what's going to help drive the traffic. So between your description, your title, and your theme subject, all of this information that we just covered, it kind of all has to jive to coincide with picking up the SEO rankings in eBay, so your artwork will appear at the top of the search. So, okay, now we're really starting to take shape on our spreadsheet, and moving over more to the right. Store category, we're going to go ahead and create a store category here in a moment. And shipping profile name, return profile name, payment profile name. We're going to take a quick look at that right now. So let's start with the store category. So to create our store category, we click on this little book looking thing. I think it's supposed to be like a opening door. And you go to manage my store up in the top right, and then you would click on store categories under featured categories, and you would click on add store categories. And we're going to add a new store category name, which is Art Nouveau. So that's going to be our category for these listings. And you'll see it here. It has been added at the bottom. And here is the new number that it assigned to the category. So I'm going to highlight that, press the Control C down to copy it, and I'm going to bring that over into my spreadsheet. And you guessed it, I'm going to put it right under store category there. Now we have a brand new store category that we're going to put on this column of our spreadsheet, and we're going to copy that all the way down. Now that that's taken care of, everything will upload right into our store category when we upload this spreadsheet. And that's pretty cool. These policies here for shipping profile name, return profile name, payment profile name, these are all store policies that you create in your eBay account. And to get to that, you have to go up to the left where it has your name and click on account settings. And then if you scroll down, you'll see business policies right here. And basically for your payments, everything will be under eBay managed payments. I think they used to use PayPal on here. They don't anymore. Here it is. I have 2,188 listings in here right now. And if you click in here, you can name the policy whatever you want, but I call it 8x10 paid shipping, and this covers the cost of shipping up to $5.88, which is what I charge. It's typically around $5.50 to ship these anywhere in the US. And I just select standard shipping, small to medium items, and same cost to all buyers. The service that I select is UPS ground service, and if you go to change service, a bunch of services will pop up. I use UPS ground saver because that is the least expensive one. Or I'm sorry, I use USPS ground advantage. I apologize, because that's the least expensive one, and it also offers tracking with that. So USPS ground advantage, they get it within 2 to 5 business days. And I put in buyer pays $5.99, and if they want to combine shipping, it's $1 for each additional photo. If you wanted to just add free shipping, you could check that there, but we don't want to do that. And handling time, I like to keep for 2 days. It gives me a couple days to print out, package it, and get it dropped off. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel here because I don't really want to change anything. However, I am going to change this policy name over here on my spreadsheet from 8x10 photos free shipping to 8x10 paid shipping. So let me be sure that I have that correct. 8x10 paid shipping, Control C, and I'll see if this will carry over into here. Close that. We're going to go ahead and copy that, scroll all the way down, and paste that. So now this will add the additional paid shipping here. So this video is running a little bit long. We're going to cut it off right here. And then the next video, we're going to look at developing your return profile name as well as your eBay managed payments, which is basically the same for everybody. And we'll leave it at that for right now. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.